Why do you have well-dressed women on your vision board, but you yourself are walking outside like you just woke up? And sometimes we want to hold on to items or people or places because we're like, oh, maybe one day. But truly look at, who do you want to become? Like, when I look at myself and I'm like, wow, I've been holding on to a lot of things just because of maybes. But that is because I was never going all in. If you're ready to go all in, you will just get rid of it. When you purge or when you get rid of old things, you open the door and unlock the door for new opportunities, for new things, for better things, for actual blessings that God has for you. And He will replace them with better. You need to detach. If that no longer fits the version of who you want to become, get rid of it. I had to get rid of these long, exaggerated eyelashes. I have the trash right here because they just no longer serve me. And trust me, my ladies who are watching this, I'm telling you right now, we no longer need to wear these long, thick, exaggerated, blacked out lashes. Send this to a girly if that is your friend, because it actually doesn't look good. And I've actually had so many men tell me that before, and I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And these were really good men. They were just like, hey girl, you're beautiful, but those lashes Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another insightful video. Today, we are going to be talking about items I have removed in order to glow up and upgrade my life, along with just polishing my outside appearance, which does wonders. Okay, I decided that on Mondays, we're going to be doing hot girl walks together. I'm going to make sure that every single Monday I upload a video or go live to add to your momentum and hold you accountable for our daily hot girl walks. You guys really enjoyed that first video that I put out, and if you haven't already watched it, I'll link it up here. The goal is to add to you and to hold you accountable as we are on this journey of reinventing ourselves before the end of the year. And going for daily walks is not only going to improve your physical appearance, but also your mental health. And when your mental health is starting to increase and improve, you end up building that momentum towards your goals and your dreams a lot faster. So I'm only here to add to you. My name is Shenese. I create content on reinventing yourself and becoming your own dream girl, your own dream girl before the end of the year. Not to be like somebody else, not to be a cutout image of anybody else that you have put on your vision board, because I've said it before, you need to start putting yourself on your own vision board. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I hope along the way you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and send this video to one of your girlies. Let's get into it. Top 10, and I'm gonna throw in a bonus. On the journey of reinventing yourself, you have to remember that a few things, people, places will no longer start to align with you or serve you. Once you start to develop more self-awareness for yourself and who you want to become. Who is your dream girl? How does she carry herself? Who is around her? Just the aura, the energies around you start to matter more. And that's going to come down to how you carry yourself as well, because how you carry yourself, you're going to attract those energies, those people. And if you see yourself as a high value woman, whatever your definition of a high value woman that is, and then you want to strive to become that woman. And as you strive to become that woman, that is where we need to start to remove a few things that no longer serve the woman that we're trying to become. And as I tell you guys this, I'm also in this stage of removing things out of my life. I feel like I'm in a transition season where in the beginning, when I started my journey 4 years ago, I was just learning about myself. I was just coming out of a relationship. I didn't necessarily know how to be alone. And it took a few years for me to develop that relationship with myself, where when I was ready to date, my partner came at one of the most unexpected times of my life. But when I was ready, God put a good man in my path that I could actually be present with and be myself with without changing. As I was single, I was developing a lot of things about me and learning things about me. So it would prepare me for knowing what I want, so that this time around I wasn't led by the blind. You know what I mean? Oftentimes we get into relationships, or we're so caught up with our friends or social life that we don't know what we want. Or you're on social media, you're fantasizing over other people's lives, you're envying or jealous of somebody else's life, that you don't even know what you actually want for your own life. It's really important for you to really sit with yourself to know who it is that you want to become along the journey. And when you feel like you're not nowhere close to becoming that woman, and you're trying to strive to be like another woman, you have to kind of look at like, what are you doing in your daily life that is either hindering or helping you towards who you want to become. And so we're starting off with tip number 1. And I had to get rid of clothes that no longer fit the new version of me. And I'm still working on covering up my chest area. If you guys honestly see me sweating, it's because I'm on the highest level in my house, and it's summertime and it's hot. Usually when I made my videos, it's like winter going into spring, and I had the fireplace on, but it is just extremely hot up here. So I'm gonna try and keep these videos real short, and then I'm gonna have to like find a new place to record because it's hot, okay? Anyways, I had to remove clothes that no longer served me, aligned with my ideal dream woman. For me, I had to really start to remove some outfits, some clothes, some outdated clothes, rips, anything with rips in it, anything with holes in it, anything that was just faded. Sometimes we want to hold on to items or people or places because we're like, oh, maybe one day. But truly look at, who do you want to become? Like when I look at myself and I'm like, wow, I've been holding on to a lot of things just because of maybes. But that is because I was never going all in. If you're ready to go all in, you will just get rid of it. Like once you, it is true when you've heard the saying, I'm sure you've heard the saying before, and I may not quote it the same, but when you purge or when you get rid of old things, you open the door and unlock the door for new opportunities, for new things, for better things, for actual blessings that God has for you, and He will replace them with better. Oftentimes we are hoarders too, and I can attest to this. We are hoarders to the things that we buy. Like we hold these things so close to us. In my head, when I'm just getting rid of clothes, I have to just know like my purpose is internally. Like what I do, what my calling is just an internal thing that I just have to work on my mind and who I am, and then I'm doing this, right? It doesn't really matter about the clothing. So I can get rid of it. And it's like you need to detach from some items that you feel like you're going to hold on to. If that no longer fits the version of who you want to become, get rid of it. I know along the journey, I will be upgrading my closet. If you guys want a video of that, then let me know down below if you have any questions. The new me is like a glamour me, is a real woman that is not wearing clothes that don't fit her, or they have rips in it, holes in it. They don't flatter my body shape. You know, I just want to start wearing complimenting pieces. And I mean, I do dress well, but I think I can dress better. I'm always open to advice, and I'm always open to transitioning. I think a lot of times some people are really stubborn when it comes to change or transitioning or adapting, but the only way for you to become your dream girl and actually start dressing the way you want to dress, start being the woman you want to be, is to start letting go of things. And why do you have well-dressed women on your vision board, but you yourself are walking outside like you just woke up? Remember that next time. You have women on your vision board that are so well dressed, well kept, and you're walking outside like a bum. Why? I know effort takes a lot. It does, but once you grasp the habit of always putting effort into yourself, and now I just always have my nails done, or I just always look put together, whether I have makeup on or no makeup on. it makes a huge difference because you just never know who and what you're going to stumble upon when you're outside or just, strolling around. Okay. Number 2, I had to get rid of worn out shoes. Now, listen, I don't have that many worn out shoes in my closet, but I did take a look at the heels that I no longer wear or they're just sitting on my shelf. I can really say I do have a lot of gym shoes, running shoes, high heels. I may not be wearing all of them. And that's why I kind of look at my spending. I don't need to spend in this current season on a lot of items because I have so much. I have an abundance of stuff and you don't really need that much. I would say invest in shoes and heels that go with your outfits that are of quality. So I wear a lot of Louboutins and those last really long, right? Are they comfortable? Depends on the style. So you want to make sure you're wearing flattering shoes. You have an array of variety. Sometimes you have an open toe or a closed toe. You have wedges. Make sure your shoes are always clean. If you wear a lot of white runners like me, just make sure your white shoes are clean. But if you got dirty shoes, dirty running shoes, throw them out. If you got dirty heels and they're falling apart, just throw them out. Like, why are we holding on to things that don't represent the polished woman that we want to become, right? The polished woman that we want to become is not wearing dirty shoes. And also, ladies, if somebody below wants to comment and tell me what it is about the Crocs. Crocs, like there are some other Crocs, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. No, I have not owned a pair of Crocs since I was like 7. And, I see it outside. I have a few clients that like to come and train in Crocs as well. And I'm just like, yo, these are not gym shoes, nor are they going out shoes either. Like, this is just lazy people shoes. And it's just when you put on, like, I'm not going to label the Crocs, but I'm just going to say this. When I personally put on baggy clothes or baggy, just, my least favorite shoes, I'm just doing my least favorite thing to do. And if that is a usual daily routine for you, your energy levels are going to be slumped. Your energy levels are going to be like, I'm just coasting and surviving through life. But if you actually put effort into your outfits and your shoes and you feel good, you're going to want to go out to the gym. You're going to want to go for a walk. No walks, none of our daily walks in Crocs. All right, ladies. So throw them out or just have them for your gardening. Number 3 is going to be damaged accessories. If you are a jewelry person, just kind of go through your jewelry and see what's like, some of them are just rusting, they're old, they're fading. Anything that's just old, rusted, faded, broken, falling apart, throw it out. At this point, we are not going outside wearing anything that is faded, broken, bronze, rusted, just looking like, it's busted and we can't afford to buy another $10 pair of earrings. Here's the trick, girls. If someone asks you, what do you want for a birthday present or just a gift in general, ask for jewelry and go and find it from your favorite shop. Trust me, you don't need a lot in your wardrobe. You just need a few good items that are of quality, that shine bright. They make you feel confident. They make you feel beautiful and sexy. Some gold, some silvers. Actually, let me show you what mine kind of looks like. The earrings that I'm currently wearing are from Louboutin. I got them for my birthday. And the rest of my jewelry in here, not actually, yeah. And the rest of the earrings and bangles and stuff, they're from Amazon. You can just get cute pieces that you can recycle. So they're cheap. Recycle them when they're like faded. When like, if it costs $5, we can get another one. Okay. Number 4 is going to be unkept hair. And I'm also going to add eyelashes to this as well. Starting off with eyelashes, I really had to get rid of my long eyelashes. I had to get rid of these long, exaggerated eyelashes. I have the trash right here because they just no longer serve me. And trust me, my ladies who are watching this, I'm telling you right now, we no longer need to wear these long, thick, exaggerated, blacked out lashes. Send this to a girly if that is your friend, because it actually doesn't look good. And I've actually had so many men tell me that before, and I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And these were really good men. They were just like, hey, girl, you're beautiful, but those lashes are killing your features. And I'm still working on it. Like now I'm getting lighter and shorter and lighter and shorter. However, ladies, those can go in the garbage, okay? Gone are the days of wearing these thick ass eyelashes like we are in somebody's rap music video. No way. Okay. Who is your dream girl? And I know that the women that you're cutting out, because I know the women that I was cutting out and putting on my vision board, do not wear these exaggerated lashes, okay? They do not wear these exaggerated lashes. So it was really important for me to just look at, like, who do I want to become? Now I'm still working on my 28 inches of hair, but I think this 28 inches is literally just sitting on my glutes while I'm sitting. And for me, it's going to be a work in progress. Remember, you can't get rid of everything right away, but along the journey, you will be figuring yourself out. Now, I'm telling you, I'm a work in progress when it comes to my hair. Now, I've done some styles, some colors that also didn't work with my features and also who I want to become. So again, look at those as well. If you wear wigs, you got to be really strategic about what fits your facial shape, what complements you really well. For those that wear weaves and wigs, you have to really pick and choose styles that are going to complement your features, okay? You want to make sure that they complement your beautiful face and that it's not too dramatic on your head, right? So sometimes I would wear blonde, but I would wear different kinds of blondes, and not all blonde would work on my dark skin. Right now, and for a while now, I've had just black hair, and I just feel like it's just always the look for me right now. But I've had orange, I've had red, I've had burgundy, I've done and tried it all. And as I'm stepping into my womanhood, I just know that certain looks and certain colors and hairstyles and lashes don't work for me. So just remember that next time you are choosing who you want to become and who's your dream girl. Remember, you are allowed to be creative with who you want to become. It's up to you. Remember, it's just up to you. Number 5 is we have to stop neglecting our grooming, our hygiene, looking put together, honey. Especially if you're single and you're looking to mingle, it is important for you to be walking outside for every opportunity given. Every new day and you're like, I'm lonely, I want a man. You should be outside at those grocery stores on your hot girl walks looking put together, and you don't have to have makeup on to be put together. You want to make sure that your nails are well groomed and clean, whether they are press-ons, they're acrylics, they're shellac, whatever you got. You don't want chip nails, you don't want dirty nails, you don't want to be biting on your nails. And if you're biting on your nails, honestly, just get out of the habit right now. It's a mindset thing, please. We're breaking habits this year that no longer serve us, okay? Also, your eyebrows, you can get them waxed, or you can pluck them, or you can thread them. Your hair, you can straighten it, you can curl it. Make yourself feel like you're that woman every time you step out of the house. And you do not need to have makeup on. You just need to make sure that your toes are clean, they're polished. You don't have to have them done, but you can have them maintained. You can have the parts of you and the places of you that people can often see well maintained, okay? Like, get rid of I like to shave in between my chest, I gotta make sure that my chin hair is removed, just remove any facial hair, any body hair. You always want to just stay well groomed and smelling good, honey, okay? Number 6 is going to be heavy, outdated makeup. Now, listen, I'm not the girly that has a bunch of makeup. Funny story, I graduated as a cosmetologist before I got into personal training. And I had all of the makeup. I was doing makeup and I just was like, this is not my industry. This is not something I'm passionate about. And actually for a while, I was not wearing makeup. During the earlier phase of me reinventing myself, I was really just having no makeup on my face because I wanted to clear up my skin. So I booked in like many appointments for facials to just really clean up my skin, my acne, my hyperpigmentation from all the scarrings. In videos, you'll often see I'm either in makeup or no makeup, but honestly, I really usually have no makeup on. And when I do put my makeup on, it is usually like from the same brand of everything. I have been using MAC cosmetic products since, I don't know, 2015. Yeah, It's been a while. I have not changed it. I just honestly feel like all their stuff blends well and it never provides any breakouts for me. And when it comes to breakouts, guys, it's going to come down to your gut health. If you're eating terribly, it is going to come from the inside and reflect on the outside. So pay attention to the water. Are you drinking enough water? Pay attention to your food. Are you eating a lot of greasy and salty food? Yes, it's going to show up on your face. Are you eating dairy? Yes, that's going to show up on your face. So I had to eliminate that as well. Listen, ladies, you really don't have to always have a full face of makeup on, because let me tell you, when I've met a few good high value men, they always told me that they were attracted to who I am as a person beyond my actual beauty. And most of the times I would have no makeup on when I was meeting good quality men. I feel like, you know, sometimes our makeup, our outfits can attract the wrong people or the wrong vibe. Or if you don't know yourself, sometimes you end up, you know, thinking too much of yourself and entertaining the wrong type of guy or guys, you know what I mean? So really just know that your beauty is not external. Your beauty, your true beauty is internal, and the makeup is just a perk. The makeup is just something that, you know, the makeup is just something that adds to a woman when she wants to be playful and creative with her beauty and her body. Number 7 is going to be poor posture. Now I need my ladies to pull their chest up, their shoulders back, and get your smile out. I want to see you smile. I want to see your head up. You feeling good in your body. No more of this. You know, oftentimes I just see so many women walking around with their posture like this. And this right here does not signify confidence. You know, when you are really self-assured and just confident within yourself, you're going to hold yourself with poise, and your posture needs to be upright, just in general, whether you have confidence or not, or you got to fake it till you make it. You know, I've had moments where I've had to fake it till I've made it. But as you're getting older as well, you know, your spine is so sensitive as well. So imagine now that we're all into our phones, how much we are hindering our posture. And by the time we get to a certain age, you know, we'll no longer have that flexibility within our spine. You're going to be complaining about your lower back hurting, your hips hurting, this is hurting. And it's all because in your younger youthful years, you weren't stretching, you weren't holding yourself upright and just taking advantage of the beauty of who you are right now, right? Oftentimes we shelter ourselves, and I can speak for myself because I sheltered myself for so long. I was shy, I was weak, I was just timid. And I did hold myself like that, you know what I mean? And it got me nowhere. If anything, people took advantage of me more than I even got anywhere. So let's pull that posture back and remember who we are. I don't care what room you're walking into, honey. Pull those shoulders back and remember who you are. Remember who you are right now and who you want to be. Your dream girl is possible, and your dream girl does not have bad posture. So remember that every time. Or if you got to look back and check back on your vision board, the woman that is on your vision board is not slumped. She's not carrying herself with a hunch, okay? She's carrying herself with grace and poise, and her posture is upright. Number 8 is going to be overuse and cheap fragrances. Now, I had grown a really big fragrance collection, and recently I decided to go through it and get rid of a few old perfumes, and also perfumes from celebrities that I no longer align with. So I got rid of, I'm not going to say the names of them, but you might know the celebrity based on the bottle. I got rid of some older perfumes that I no longer wear. And it's like, yeah, they're full. They've got a lot of perfume left in here, but they no longer align with who I am, and I don't really like the scents anymore. So I know we love to showcase an abundance of stuff, especially the TikTok community, where they like to showcase their wardrobes and the amount of stuff that they have. And behind me is my perfume collection, but I have seen people have their entire room is a perfume collection, a bag collection, a makeup collection. And I'm telling you right now, you don't need a lot of things. You just need the staples of what works for you. And I had to get rid of perfumes that I'm not wearing them, and it's just holding space. Remember, when you're getting rid of things, like, just keep in mind and keep in the back of your head always that you cannot go to the grave with any of this stuff, right? You keep buying all these things, buying all these things, and at the end of the day, you can't go anywhere with them. You just need yourself, because everything God had given you was enough, and it was already right here. Next time you want to go and buy and splurge and you knew you had to save your money or pay a bill, don't buy what you don't need. You don't need it. Because years from now, it's going to end up being in the garbage, or you're going to completely forget about it. Number 9, we are getting better with our space and staying organized. So we have removed any laziness of a decluttered space or just a dirty environment. It's super important when you are working on becoming your dream girl. You want to see what you have. You want to make sure that your space and your environment is clutter free. Everything has its place, okay? No paper, no books, no laundry just laid out all over. I know some of y'all got to clean your room or just clean your house, but listen. If you are looking for a relationship and to be in love, and I get it, some women are messy, most men are messy. Listen, it's just the last thing anybody or any individual wants to be doing in their day is just cleaning up after themselves or after people, especially after people. It's really good now to just get into that practice and that habit to have your space clean. When your space is clean and organized, you can think, you can work, you can actually be productive because everything is organized. And not everybody comes with that skill set. So it is something that you will have to train yourself if you already feel like you're not that good at it, but it is possible for you to get better. So let's make that a focus to just make sure our space is clean. We feel good about ourselves. We make our bed in the morning. We have a clean environment. We do our dishes. We don't just have these things and smells going on in our house, especially as a woman, right? So who's your dream girl? How does she carry herself? What does her environment look like? Especially if you're trying to attract a high value man. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want a man that's going to provide. A man is not going to provide to a lazy person. Like, whether you have a cleaner or not, if you're just always making a mess and have tons of excuses, it's just not gonna last. I'm telling you, it's really not gonna, because it wouldn't last for me. If I was a man and I was in a man's shoe and I'm ready to provide, I have a cleaner for a reason. But there are women out there who can work on being better, and if you're not open to becoming better, then it's a no bueno. Number 10 is negative attitudes, constant complaining, low energy, negative emotions, negative moods that throw people off, or just the auras and the energies around you. Now it's time to get rid of them. I'm going to give you an example. I had a really rough week, and I went through a little wave of emotions, and I had to talk myself into, like, Shen, come on, this is just present. This will pass one day, and you just wasted time being in a mood, and killing the vibe around you, missing the moments and opportunities that are brand new. Every new day that comes, we have the opportunity to just get out there and, hang out with our loved ones, create content, enjoy our job, and live for purpose. And when we're in these moods and we're complaining and we're down in our downfalls, it's really hard sometimes to see the light. It's hard to see the positive energy, but it is a mindset where we can work on just switching. We can just kind of switch and change the perspective of, okay, I'm not going to let this ruin my day or my week or my year. I'm going to try my best to still continue to strive to my dream girl. And that's what I had to do, because I'm not making videos on days where I'm not feeling that great. And if I don't make videos, I'm not going to be able to be consistent. So I knew that I had to switch my mindset and be like, Shen, you cannot stay down in this moment. You have to switch your mindset. And And honestly, I started practicing gratitude, affirmations, and that really did make me feel a lot better. I also went on a date with my partner and we were able to get outside. We went for a bike ride on the motorcycle, and honestly, just getting outside and being in sun and eating good food with good company just really helped as well. But don't stay in a funk, okay? You want to make sure that you're uplifting your energy and making sure that you're feeling good. And you're not always going to feel good, but if you can find ways to turn that mindset around instead of self-sabotaging, you know what I mean, and making the situation worse, you can actually help yourself become better by using that as fuel and momentum to not stay down. And the bonus one, I had to remove certain kinds of entertainment. Listen, ladies, some of the music that we're listening to is just hindering our life. Let me tell you right now, the lyrics, pay attention to the lyrics. Really listen to the lyrics, because I know when I was really grooving to some celebrities, especially in the hip hop and the trap industry, the lyrics, if I look back at it now, don't align with who I want to become, right? It's actually more degrading for women. And I know, like, the beat sounds so good, but the lyrics, the music videos, the outfits, who these women are in reality, it's just not who I want to become. So if it's not who you want to be, I would just say to start limiting the music that you listen to from your life. That also goes with reality TV shows. Some of them are just overly dramatic and have a lot of drama. So I knew that, like, even though I don't have drama in my life, and yeah, for some reason, people like to watch, and I did too, like to watch drama, and I just am not in that space where I want to know what's going on in anybody's life. Like, I don't care. And I think in this world, people care too much about like what's going on in somebody's life, and unless they want to share it, then fine. But I think it's just toxic, and that is not somebody who I want to become or want that kind of energy around me. So just pay attention to what you're watching. Are you watching it because you want to feel better about your life, because you're witnessing somebody else struggle through theirs, or because you're bored and that's the source of entertainment that you want? Like, if it's not filling you up and adding to you, then I would just reconsider why you're watching it, or why you're listening to it, or why you're taking in the music, you know? Because a lot of these women are just walking around and creating the worst example of women, and then we're degraded. Men are treating us terribly because they think we're all alike, and we just, like, no, that is not who we are, and that's not who we want to become. So really pay attention to that. That was the bonus of the 11 tips that I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. As always, guys, I love having you here. I love you guys in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the post notification bell for when I drop the next insightful video.